Moloko, that road is key. I mean, I can see already behind you. It is key not only because it leads to areas in Limpopo and other parts of South Africa, but also because it's a gateway to other countries further north of this country.
Well, that is very true, Tulas. In fact, this particular road connects Johannesburg and the capital city, which is Pretoria. But above all, given the fact that this is just a day or on the eve of the long weekend, and for many people, of course, this would be the last day at work. A lot of people will be utilizing this particular road, particularly those who are going to the northernmost province of our country, which is Limpopo province. We just got information that actually from the Limpopo traffic authorities, who are saying that they are expecting that at least 2,000 motorists will be crossing through the Transkop toll plaza going to the north to Limpopo province. As you correctly put it, although some of them will be going to Limpopo, others will be proceeding to Zimbabwe, which is, of course, they will be utilizing the Bay Bridge border post. But most importantly to us, we should emphasize the fact that it is important for motorists to be careful on the road. One of the things they should not do is to drink and get behind the wheel, but also they should make sure that their vehicles are roadworthy. Another thing, for instance, some of the people do not check the fact that their tires could be worn out, the brake pads. They must just make sure that such are working properly. If you remember that last year during the festive season, there were about just over 1,500 people who died on our roads between the 1st of December 2017 and the 9th of January 2018. Authorities, of course, are hoping that that number will go down. But, of course, that will be a cooperation between all the road users, be the pedestrians, the motorists, as well as the traffic officials. Earlier on, when we spoke to Superintendent Dwayne Minar, who was speaking for the Johannesburg Metro Police, he indicated that as of tonight, as the city of Johannesburg, they are going to be conducting a lot of roadblocks, and those who will be driving under the influence of alcohol, he said they are not going to have mercy on such people.
And Moloko, you predict, you say from your conversation with Limpopo authorities, they're expecting that they'll be receiving about 2,000 vehicles an hour at Transkop in the coming hours. That road has seen a lot of carnage in the last 2 or 3 months. I mean, tens of people have died on that road. The message you've just been talking about from authorities about driving carefully and ensuring that your vehicle is in good condition, and also affecting public transport providers becomes key, doesn't it?
It is very important to us, and you will remember the stretch of the road from Transkop as you are heading towards the north. Over the past 3 to 4 months, we are told that over 40 people actually perished in that stretch of the road, and there were suspicions that there are people who were putting foreign objects on the road just to distract the motorists, as a result causing accidents. But the police in Limpopo did indicate that they are going to form a task team which will be focusing on that stretch of the road. But the important thing is that oftentimes, while accidents can be caused by other factors such as people who are just putting objects on the road, even motorists, their attitude towards other road users, people who are driving under the influence of alcohol. We know that the Minister of Transport has been saying, in fact, during his budget speech, that as the authorities, they are intending to ensure that we will have traffic officers visible 24 hours on our roads. That is what they are working towards. But even though we can have a traffic officer in every corner, the fact of the matter is it is not impossible, for instance, to regulate the attitude of people. If people are speeding, if people have no tolerance on the road towards other people, even in the presence of the police, carnage will still happen. And another important factor to us is that, in fact, we are told that annually in South Africa alone, there are over 14,000 people who die on our roads. And the total cost to the economy is at around 165 billion rand, because that is that as the economy loses because of the road carnage and fatalities on the road.
So just finally then, Moloko, and very quickly, talk us through what you are seeing on that road behind you. It's always busy anyway during the year, because people will mostly be traveling between Johannesburg and Pretoria to and from work. But, you know, it seems to subside once schools are closed. What I'm seeing there for around 4 o'clock really does look busy. Just talk us through what you're seeing.
Well, for the past 15 minutes, Tulas, that we have been here, I mean, the traffic has been moving at a slower pace. And of course, you will see buses, you will see minibus taxis, as you're seeing behind me, but also private vehicles. And of course, we also saw about 4 to 5 emergency vehicles going towards the north side. And even though we do not know whether they are responding to an accident, the assumption is that they were possibly responding to an emergency. And of course, so far, we haven't heard of major accidents. And of course, we will be in touch with the traffic officers or authorities just to make sure that we get information as and when it's necessary.
All right, great stuff. We'll hear from you a bit later on, Moloko, and do stay safe yourselves out there.